Okay, so now we're gonna create with using all these different things our first compound, our first image compound. Okay, I'm gonna choose this one or this logo. Yeah, probably no, probably this one, the one that I have like this. Yes, that's cool. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna expand it because I wanna do it quite long. This is an image that should be in a screen while a band is playing. Okay, so we're gonna go here, fusion, and as we can see, we have this one. Okay, because it's the edit where the point is the clip who is gonna be ready to modify here. Okay, so media out 1 is gonna be this viewer, and media in 1 I'm gonna just press number 1 and it's gonna be this one. So here we see, okay, what we have. Okay, so then now what I want to do, I would like to create a background actually. Okay, so I'm not gonna work with the media in 1. I'm then gonna add this media in 1. Okay, so first I delete my media in 1. Make sure you don't delete this one. Okay, and I go here and I just press background, and I have a background. Okay, which substitute the media in 1. Now there's no media in 1. We don't have any, and now if we go to our edit, you will see nothing here because nothing is connected. So let's do our background. Okay, here we are gonna choose first. We're gonna obviously, so that we can see. Okay, this is gonna be number 1, and this is the new background. Okay, we can make it any color we want. Okay, for example, we're gonna make it red, and here we have our red background. If we want to make it green, inspector. Okay, if you don't see this, and here you can change everything. Then now I want the logo. Obviously now is the most important thing. Okay, so I'm gonna get this one, and I'm just gonna drag it here, and it's gonna create a merge, as you can see, with a media in. Okay, and this media in is our logo. Okay, so it has created a merge because he has to put the logo on top of our background. That's why he created a merge. And this merge is gonna affect all the changes we apply. It's gonna affect our media in, okay, and this merge, okay. So for example, if now I wanna blur these two, well, first what I wanna do is just put it right, no? This zoom is too much. So size here, we go to inspector again, size. We make sure the merge is selected, and we're gonna change our size. And this is gonna change the size of our merge though. Okay, another way to do this is by just changing your site in the media in. Okay, so you go here, okay, and you can change it here too, but as you can see, it's different. So no, we want to change it from the merge. Okay, this media in, you cannot change things here actually. In edit, you could, but it's gonna be different, okay? Because in edit now also, this image is not full HD yet, okay? We'll have to make things shorter, and then here we will touch the zoom and we will make it to the fit the size of this. Okay, so we go here, we created this media in, we're gonna change the merge, not the media in, size, and that's it. Okay, more or less here. Okay, like this. Yeah, so now we have same size for each. Okay, now next thing I want to do, okay, well, we need to animate this a bit, no? This needs to have some movement, something. I'm gonna, for example, I would like to have a bit of control of the brightness of this logo. Okay, so here I have this brightness contrast. Remember, you can also go here, brightness, and you can just look. Remember, shift spacebar, and then you look the effect you want. Okay, I'm gonna just add here, and you see it has added me the brightness and contrast, but it's only gonna apply it to my logo. Okay, so if I just raise the gain, you can see, okay, it does. I'll put the gain down, okay, leave to make the dark places darker, okay. This affects everything though, but let's say that I only want to apply these effects. Make sure it only applies to my logo. Okay, so then what I need is to make a mask and to mask my merge. So I'm gonna press here ellipse and make sure it's down, and here I can just select the logo, the parts I want. Okay, and this mask is gonna be, I'm gonna tell, hey, apply me only this in this space of the image. Okay, so if now I go to brightness and contrast and I touch the gain, as you can see, it doesn't change me my background. I make sure that it's only in here the changes you apply. We cannot see much because it doesn't have a lot of colors, but look, this is another cool thing we can do. We can just, by not showing a red, create other colors. Okay, changes the parameters of colors. Okay, so like this, a bit green, I don't know, you know, you touch a bit until you are a bit satisfied. Okay, now another thing is, it looks a bit normal still, you know, we need to add something more. Okay, and here there's another tool very cool, which is the fast noise. And if we drag the fast noise here, let's drag it, no, instead of here, we're gonna drag it before our merge of the logo. Okay, and before we do that, we need to keep organization. So we're gonna select this, and then we're gonna go to our effects again. So shift spacebar, and we're gonna look for U and N, and we're gonna see U and D, underlay, add, and you see here this square has been created, underlay number 1. This is gonna be only the logo, everything that has to do with the logo, because remember, our media in here, if I press 1 now, is our logo. Okay, with this PSD. Okay, so here is gonna be the background, obviously. Now here, back to number 1, our background logo. Okay, so we wanna name this, and I'm gonna press F2, and I'm gonna just name it logo. Okay, sorry, I just changed the name of the background. Sorry, make sure it's selected this. Okay, and now yes, F2. Okay, but you look, if nothing happens, is that you change some other node like I did. Make sure it's selected, and then just press. Here we're gonna name it logo. Okay, so this is everything that has to do with our logo. Just press OK. You can also change each one of these. He asks you if you wanna, but I just keep the same name as long as I have them organized here. Okay, that's fine. So, okay, we have our logo. Now let's do the next one, which is this thing that I was talking to you about. This one here, fast noise. Okay, and we're gonna add it here. And as you can see, it's affecting our background because our logo comes after and is on top of this. Okay, so if you wanna do it sort of layers, see it this way. Layer number 1, our background. Layer number 2, our fast noise. Okay, which affects only our background. If this fast noise was here, we will see after, it's gonna affect also our logo. Remember, fast noise here, or if not, shift, blah blah blah, spacebar, fast noise, and we have it here. Okay, fast noise. That's 2. Okay, So, okay, we have our fast noise. Now let's change a bit our fast noise, because it's pretty cool what you can do with this. As you can see here, we have detail. We can see it more detail, this sort of fog, of smoke, and also we can just put more contrast, also brightness, okay? We can just change everything, scale too, okay? And also we can animate all these things. That's what we're gonna do, okay, with our keyframes. We're gonna see after. First, let's put all the elements we want to have. So here, that's the fast noise. Also, this fast noise, if you want, you can apply some color correction. Okay, you can just make it a different color, okay, like this, and we have something already going. Okay, and this is only gonna affect to this fast noise. And as you can see, when we just apply this fast noise, it also has created another merge number 2, because it's a generator. Every time you import a new clip to this node, in form of a node, because that's what you do, it has to create this merge node, because you're putting things on top. We saw that if, for example, here, now, between my logo and my media out, I just go and add a blur, and I just do this, it's gonna affect everything, as you can see, okay? It is already affecting everything, every part of the image, okay? It didn't create another merge, okay? Because this is a node that is an effects node. Therefore, the effects node can apply to all the image, okay? But if this blur was before our merge of the logo, our node of the merge logo, it's gonna affect our background only. It's not gonna affect this merge because it's before. So, when do these merge appear? Every time you generate something or add something on top of something else, okay? We add, in this case, we added our logo on top of our background. And here, we added also this fog, this smoke. We generated something. Therefore, it has created another merge for us. It's very important that we understand that, because that's the only thing. Then, as you can see, we have our layers. Here is our background. Okay, if we wanted to have more things as our background, we just add things here, okay? These are different images. And here again, we can select them all, okay? And we are gonna also unite them. Add. Okay, here I can customize my size and everything. And F2, okay, here are gonna be backgrounds. Okay, so background 1, yes. I'm not gonna connect, but for example, if I wanna change this background, now I'm gonna put background 3 instead. And as you can see, I will have to resize and everything like I did before, but it's gonna be our media number 3. Okay, if I put media 2, okay, it's another one. Oh, this one's pretty cool, but I will have to correct because now I can see the size of this image, so I would have to resize it, everything, okay, and change things. But as you can see, from a simple logo, we have already all these things going on, okay? Okay, I'm gonna keep my background, okay, and you know, maybe after I'm gonna just try to change it to full HD, but this is just so you see all these layers that you can do. Actually, these are layers, okay? Here we have our background layers. It's just you connect them. So it's even better than a lot of softwares that there's only layers, because you see here the relationship between them, and you see the mask and where do they apply. Okay, I can also apply a mask to this merge number 2, which is the fast noise, okay? And this mask is gonna affect these two things. So for example, let's apply a mask here. Let's put some ellipse. Yeah, here in this software is ellipse in this program, ellipse. In other we call it masks. It's the same, I mean, they just name it different, but it's the same. So as we can see, we have our ellipse here, and if I move this mask, I see what we discussed, this and this. Okay, so I can just say how much I want to see of this. And also now I'm gonna show you other things of the mask, other things you can do, okay? First, what I'm gonna do is, instead of this mask, yes, I go like this, and I do only this first, the high, and then the height. So now we have this mask, and if I move it, I have this. But now let's make this mask a bit smoother, you know, a bit better. So I can change here, as you can see, my soft edge. So there's a bit, and the border too. Okay. So now it's a bit, you know, it's a bit cleaner in a way, you know, you don't see the mask, and now I do this, and I have already this different effect, okay? So just by using this soft edge and border width. Okay, also the merge has this apply mode, and remember, it's what we saw in the other page in the edit, when we just put two images on top of the other. Okay, so it's the same. You can also do this, the merge. Okay, so okay, if you just apply this mode, you darken, it's gonna dark our logo, it's gonna dark this media in, the media in of our logo, with our brightness, with our mask. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, you can either change it from the clips, the ellipse, sorry, or from the merge. Okay, here same. So already I think you have a bit of an understanding of how these nodes work. Look, we've done different things, okay, just by this example, which is very simple thing. It's just a logo with a background, okay? And I know it looks a bit terrifying, this, but it's not that much. It's even better because you see it graphically, you see it like in a sketch. So it's perfect, because, and then remember, you can change your number 1 always, okay? If you just wanna, no, I would like to do this a bit different, you go to here, you press number 1, and you can see it better here, the changes you do individually to this and how they affect in your overall composite, okay? Same with this, okay? You can just press 1 and you see the color, okay? Like this would be pretty cool, no? For example, yeah, okay? Here the same, okay? I just wanna, if I just wanna see the logo by itself, I go to this merge 1 of the logo, and I just see this, okay? Obviously here is the last two, because after this we go to our media out. But if then we blur it, now we're gonna blur it, so you can see here we see our logo, this one, okay? So this is how we use number 1 and number 2. Number 2 I mean, it's always here. It's very weird that you want to, I mean, but maybe sometimes you want to see from here to here. You are not interested about this, okay? So then you're gonna go number 1 here to here number 2, okay? And you don't see this blur and the media out. But really on the right, viewer, you wanna have your number 2, okay, on the right. And then on the left, you can have whatever you want, okay? When you go like this, step by step, more individually, okay, to modify things individually, so you can see how it looks at the end, and you can see how are you doing with your singular frame, okay, with that singular frame, how it's been modified, how it modifies. So yes, this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna animate, we're gonna move this a bit, no, because it's a bit, well, we're gonna take this blur out, make it a bit softer like this, and now we're gonna modify and try to do things to animate this logo. Okay, we need it alive, we need it to move. Okay, that's why we are here in this page, Fusion page. That's what we do here. Okay, so we composite things, we put things on top of others, we also create mask. Okay, we just say well, these ellipses, you know, that we say show me that, apply me that effect, but only in this part of the screen. Okay, and that's what we do here. That's how we do it. Okay, as you've seen, it's not as complicated with one image, just by touching the properties and everything. And now we're gonna make this alive. Okay, we already have our structure here, we already have our nodes, okay, our sketch. Okay, and as you can see now, if there's nothing selected, I can also, in case I want to see how was before, for example, this color corrector number 1, I can show not to show me these two. Okay, so I can just show, say which ones I want it to show, and which ones I don't, which is very handy too. Okay, so this is just by selecting. Also, you can do it individually, like if I don't want to show this background, just press it like this, okay, and it's not gonna show me the background.